Hello, everybody. I'm taking the lead on this one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Julian,
and I'm
with
Jameson.
me. Okay,
I'm with him.
We didn't rehearse that one.
No, we didn't. Could you tell?
But I'm totally stoked to play Danger on Deception Island today, as it is undisputably in the top 10 Nancy Drew games of all time. And if you disagree, then you're objectively wrong.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people would actually agree with that statement, funny enough. I always remember Deception Island as being one of the games that we could play without the disc for some reason. Some of the games always required us to have the disc in, sometimes they didn't, and I remember I would take this old Dell computer to like my sister's volleyball practices, and I would play Danger on Deception Island in the bleachers. And it was...
I actually remember that too. That was really weird.
Yeah, it was weird, but it was fun. But that's just a fond memory I have of this game. It's a classic. I say we go ahead and get into it. Senior Detective.
Welcome to my latest case, Danger on Deception Island. Dear Ned, here I am on a ferry bound for Deception Island, one of the San Juan Islands off the coast of Washington State. George's friend, Katie Firestone, is expecting me. Katie's a marine biologist who's doing research into deep water parasitic growth. She also owns a whale watching boat and takes tours out practically every day. I should be excited, but for some reason I feel on edge, like something's out of whack. Maybe it's because George and Beth arranged this little vacation for me, and sometimes their plans don't work out so well. Or maybe it's because we're about to dock at a place called Snake Horse Harbor.
So cool.
Kind of a creepy name for a town, don't you think? Or maybe it's because I haven't been on vacation for so long that I've forgotten how to relax.
There you go,
anyway,
Nancy.
We're here. It's not raining, but it's not sunny either.
Deception Island.
It's just kind of gray. Maybe that's why I feel so strange. Ever yours, Nancy.
Alright, hey, here's the hot kettle.
Kind of looks like the nautical queen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Nancy's phone.
Katie?
Hi, you must be Nancy. I'm Katie Firestone. Come on, I'll take you down to the boat. Great timing, huh? I just got back from getting some groceries. George could not have picked a better time to arrange for you to come out here. Just last week, this orca showed up in the channel, and now it... Oh my gosh, what happened?
What did happen, Katie?
Someone tore the place apart.
Good heavens.
Jiminy Crickets.
The engine's a mess, parts are missing, others are damaged. Why would somebody do this?
And here comes the first question.
Yeah, and I believe this part of the game actually gets you, like, different answers from Katie, too.
Oh yeah, it's kind of funny. If you ask, are you going to be able to fix it, you get a detailed answer.
Are you gonna be able to fix it?
I better be able to. I can't afford to pay someone else to do it, and if I end up having to replace a lot of parts, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Alternatively, if you ask, do you have any idea who did this? Katie says, no.
We better call the sheriff.
Actually, I'd rather not get the sheriff involved. The insurance company would raise my rates, and I just can't afford that. Besides, I've got my very own private detective now. You.
Sorry, Katie, but we're off the clock.
But this is a crime. It needs to be reported.
Look, you're on vacation. Just go relax. Or bike into town, or take my kayak out. It's at the end of the dock. Just always wear your life jacket. And don't go past the channel markers. And if the fog starts coming in, head to shore fast. The fog we get around here is as thick as cotton. And never go out without a GPS.
Oh my
That's
God.
a global positioning system.
It's a lot to do.
Mine's somewhere around here. Anyway, your bunk's the empty one below. Why don't you go unpack?
It's just an info dump. I was also...
Any help?
Nope, I'm all unpacked.
First of all, I love everything about this.
Oh yes, Katie's boat could be my #1 favorite location in the games. It doesn't mean it's my favorite game for the feels.
It
but
just feels awesome. And
I could live in here, is what I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah, I could live in here.
Look at, like, she's got 2 bunks back here, so it looks like.
I know.
Let's bring the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, what do we got here, Nance? Chaco pottery reconstructed. Beach Museum.
I was about to say Chicago pottery. Thank you for reading that.
And we're getting hit with some beautiful music.
Mayan temples rated. I'm sorry. I'm just looking for the name Sunny June because it feels like it's on this paper somewhere.
Dun. Dun 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 dun.
So,
What
Julian-
is in this door?
Yeah.
Mini freeze portable freezer.
Wonder what's in here.
Julian and I have a
Looks
long
like-
history of debating over which soundtrack is the best in this game.
Mm-hmm.
This is Julian's pick for the best. I'll let you know when my pick plays. This is the mystery track, right?
So, yeah. Katie talks about when the fog rolls in. It really looks foggy to me. I don't know. I thought the fog had already rolled in.
Well, let's have a look up top where she said her GPS
Watch your
was.
step.
Uh-oh.
This doesn't look right.
This note wasn't here before, was it?
No, whoever messed up my boat must have written it.
Stop meddling or else. This is like Scooby-Doo.
The Scooby-Doo villain
You
on the
meddling
scene.
kids.
Katie's GPS doesn't look so hot.
It does not. Good observation, Nancy.
I'd better tell Katie her GPS is broken.
Well, let's get on it.
You know, Nancy, for what it's worth, I shot my mouth off pretty good at the town meeting last night.
Alright, this is getting into the really entertaining part of the story to me.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
This orca, this killer whale, showed up in the channel about a week ago and has been hanging around here ever since all by itself. She was getting way too close to boats, so I called the National Marines Fisheries Service. They made some recordings and did some tests and are analyzing them. In the meantime, they ordered all boats to stay at least 300 feet away from her or risk paying a $1,000 fine. That's what the meeting last night was about.
Yeesh.
Some people don't like that idea.
The people that fish for a living sure don't. They're steering clear of the whale by taking the long way around the island to get out to sea, which costs them time and fuel. Some people say she should be captured and towed out to sea.
And what do you say?
I agree with the no-boat zone. I also think that if she's found to be sick, she should be shipped to a research facility for treatment, not returned to her pod. I said as much last night, only much more strongly.
It sounds like a reasonable position.
I'm afraid
Yeah.
whoever tore up your boat also wrecked your GPS device.
Oh no. It'd be a shame for you not to go kayaking. I know. Bike to the Hot Kettle Café and see if Holt Scotto will let you borrow a GPS from him.
Holt Scotto? Who's
Holt-
that gentleman?
Yes.
See you in a bit.
Be careful out there.
Who is this Holt Scotto you speak of?
Beautiful music.
Julian's track playing again. Can I get my track to play once?
No.
All right.
Wait, is this... What is this wheel for? What does this direct?
I guess steering the ship.
But isn't that up top? Or...
Maybe.
Apparently our saboteur took all the books out of the drawer up here. Must have been looking for something. Want me to put them away?
If you could put them back in the drawer for me, that would be awesome.
Alright, this is one of the
Oh,
best puzzles. Mm-hmm.
she's got the fuzzy dice on the mirror up top or whatever. What is that hanging from? There wouldn't be a rear view mirror on a ship.
Hey, what's the best way to get all these in here with no space left over?
We might have to time-lapse this because...
Sometimes it can be really tricky. Sometimes it's really easy. Was this the first time that they did a bookshelf puzzle like this? I know it comes back in Crystal Skull.
I believe this was the first instance, yeah.
I mean, we've had tangrams before in, Message in a Haunted Mansion. But this is,
True.
rectangular tangrams.
Alright, we're gonna have to mess around here. And there's no rotate either.
I like that the game starts you off with a bunch of small puzzles in Katie's boat.
No.
Maybe 2 books go up there. Yeah, like try the brown one. Does that fit? You could probably make that fit if you look for the... There you go, yeah. Sometimes the pixels in this puzzle are very weird, and if you just finagle the books around a little bit, it lets you put them down in impossible places.
But now, oh.
You only need 2 more?
This is the weirdest way I've ever done this.
There's no way this fits.
Yeah, it can't.
Okay, I was gonna say, that would be horrible. I would actually be so angry if the game let you fit all the books in like that.
That's not gonna fit. We have a predicament, ladies and gentlemen.
This puzzle is a lot harder than I remembered, but for like no reason. Try messing up the bottom right corner. You did that kind of sketchy in the first
know.
place.
This fit here. Maybe that works. I kind of like how things flow.
Alright, we got some hamburger stacking going on now. Okay, that's looking smooth. I think you got it.
I think so too, except once I put this down,
Everything's gonna
everything's gonna shift around. Look at how bad I did this.
How did you even find
Look,
the
I'm
room?
gonna place it down and then it all changes.
God, that hurts to look at now.
Arboreal Morphology by Irina Prevedicu.
Who would even want to, like, place their books in this configuration? Is it too much to ask to just
morphological
get a
issue,
bookshelf?
Microscopic tracheid analysis, microtome surfacing.
Fascinating.
What do you not understand about that, Nancy?
Why would Katie even have this book?
She's nice looking.
Isn't
She's very young. Like
that picture gets reused at one point, doesn't it? I think it might be Henry Bollet's mother. I'm not sure.
Oh my god, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Is Dr. Irina Prevedicu Henry Bollet's mom?
I mean, she would be dead in this timeline then, I think.
Yeah, but oh god. That's a conspiracy theory we'll need to solve. We got some
Okay,
sciencey
if I
stuff.
use your microscope?
Sure, go ahead.
Mess around with that if I ever felt the need to. Sure, that comes up again. And we have a sandwich making station in case you wanted to
Yes.
make a peanut butter, jelly, and tuna.
Can we make a peanut butter and jellyfish sandwich?
I think you can. Wait, where's the fish? Yeah.
No, that's anchovies. Jellyfish is on the bottom. So
but
yeah,
you can do like
Katie's kitchen has some suspicious stuff in it. Oh my god. Look, if you look closely at the loaf. Oh. What did you put on that? Did she just eat a sardines and jelly sandwich?
I think so.
And she stomached it?
Sounds like she liked it.
Looks like whoever
Took it like a
did
champ.
did something to your faucet too.
It'd be great if you could fix it. The pipes are in the cabinet under the sink.
Okay, now
At
this
least
puzzle.
The person who messed up the faucet left all the pipes here. I hope.
You do not need to rotate any of these.
It would have been nice to be able to rotate on the last one, though. Good to know the game is capable of it.
That doesn't go there.
Okay, Nancy.
I think it starts angled to the left. Does it? I don't know. Yeah, hit this one first. Yeah, there you go. Now it's a straight piece. And now it's the
This
sideways
goes
question
here.
mark. I feel like I have this entire layout memorized. Now to top left one. I think. Yeah, that one ought to be it.
This goes here.
And then it curves right. Yeah, that one.
It's such a weird configuration.
Bottom. It's the bottom piece now. At least I think it is. Then that one. The scuba tube. Now it's another straight one.
This goes here.
And then it curves to the up.
This.
Nah,
doesn't
the
go
little
there.
one, littlest piece. This puzzle, it took us forever
That
to do the
doesn't
first
go there.
time, because we didn't know where we were supposed to start. The
This
game does a very
goes
poor
here.
job of highlighting the little hole at the bottom the first drain goes into. But now we're done in like 30 seconds.
This
The
goes
pipe's all
here.
fixed. I'll turn the water back on.
There was something under the pipes.
A calling card.
Whale World. Andy Jason, owner and operator. Gotta love the Deception Island.
That's kind of
It's
odd
victory
that that would
music.
be there. But hey, who am I to judge? And I believe the kayak is down here, but we can't go unless. What is this?
Piece of paper inside. Maybe it's a message.
Oh my goodness, somebody call Bess.
The Krabby Patty secret formula?
That's odd.
It's not.
Rosebud.
I don't think that's the formula.
You. Excuse me, I dropped my phone. You've never seen Citizen Kane, have you, Julian?
I know the significance of Rosebud, but I haven't seen the movie now.
Alright, well, you gotta watch the movie now.
Helmet.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to the hot kettle now for the GPS?
I think so. There's a Holt Scotto in question. I think we need to meet.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Sounds
look
like
at-
a nice guy. I think I would vote for him if I had the opportunity.
Hey, look at that. Holt Scotto for Harbor
Looks
Master.
like somebody's running for harbor master.
Somebody as in Holt Scotto who is running for Harbor Master. Excuse me, I'm looking for the Harbor Master to be.
Found him. Oh no, I missed.
You sure you don't want to ask the lady to see who it might be? Because I know there's so many people in here. Ask
Which
the lady.
one is Holt Scotto? Are you?
Hang on, I'll be right with you.
Hey, I'm looking for Holt Scotto. Could you point me to
Actually,
him?
I'm looking for someone named Holt Scotto.
So what do you want? I'm Holt Scotto.
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm visiting Katie Firestone.
Well, now, why would you want to do a thing like that?
Oh.
Call myself Nancy Drew? Or visit Katie Firestone?
Firing
You're not
back.
one of them save the whale and heck with everybody else crusader types like she is, are you?
Oh, Holt, you magnificent human.
I'm just here on vacation.
Her true colors came out real clear last night. Us fishermen don't count. All that matters is rescuing that poor, precious orca out there. To heck with people trying to make a living. Of course, is the way she makes her living being hurt by that whale? Why, no. Her business is booming.
God, his hair,
Now, ain't
too.
that the oddest thing?
He just has the greatest hair.
Now, Holt actually has a really good point. He feels like he's being underrepresented in Katie's position here, and I think he's right.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I can't not agree with Holt Scotto, so... Katie's the bad guy now.
Ransacked this morning.
She ticked off a lot of people last night. That's what she gets for being so meddlesome.
Oh!
Welcome to Snake Horse Harbor, home of Cadborosaurus.
Holt really
That's how this
said,
place got its name,
talk
man.
shit, get hit.
Holt, you can tell me if you did it. I will ride with you to the gates of hell.
Yeah.
Cadborosaurus.
Word it to the end, Holt.
Well, that's the sea monster Native Americans used to see out in the channel ever so often. Called it the snake horse. Had the head of a horse and the body of a giant snake. People on Vancouver Island started calling it Cadborosaurus after it or one of its relatives was seen a couple of times at Cadboro Bay. They call it Caddy for short.
Is it a friendly sea monster?
Back in the late 1800s, he took the rap for a lot of hoodoo around here. Fog would roll in at night, and men would just vanish. It was the snake horse, people would say. Little did they know.
Why do you think they vanished?
Well, they'd been shanghaied. See, a bunch of establishments in town had secret panels built right into the walls. Guy'd be having a drink one minute, and next minute he'd be clobbered over the head, whisked into a secret passageway, and taken out to a ship waiting in the harbor.
That's a
He'd
bit
wake
intense.
Up on the high seas and discover that if he wanted to survive, he'd better do what the captain ordered. No matter what he was before, he was now a sailor. It was a cheap way for captains to get crews back then, and an easy way for some of the town's citizens to make money.
Maybe that's what happened to Holt.
Yeah, maybe that's why he's telling us. That's his origin story right there.
Did you say you were a fisherman?
Fourth generation. I fished every ocean for just about every fish you can make money fishing for. Lived here for the last 11 years.
Swordfish?
Are you retired?
Fishermen never retire, young lady. After all, what would we do? Go fishing?
It's a good one.
Only reason I'm not out
Holt
there
left.
right now is because I've been in and out of campaign meetings since 8 this morning.
I've heard that swordfish, Justin was telling me
No
this week.
offense, but you don't look like a politician.
Well, thank you, young lady. I'll take that as a compliment. I think
Good.
it's high time people around here started doing what makes sense instead of doing what's politically correct all the time.
Oh.
The master we got now bends over backwards so far for the environmentalists, it's a wonder he can still walk upright.
Who is the current harbor master?
I don't know.
Well, anyways, as I was saying, one of my buddies who's a big meat enthusiast told me that swordfish steaks is like a better version of mammal steak, and that I need to try it.
It's, I'll call Cap on that.
Whoever
I need to
trashed
try
Katie's
it.
boat also ruined her GPS.
Oh, now that's a shame.
Thing is, I'd like to go kayaking while I'm here. Only I can't without a GPS.
Oh, now that really is a shame. Tell you what, I got a spare right here in my duffel. You know what else I got in my duffel?
Uh-oh.
I have no idea.
This is a little seamanship quiz I whipped up. I'm thinking about making people pass it before they're allowed to rent any kind of watercraft once I become harbor master. Here.
Thank you, Holt.
The idea is to cut down on having to rescue people who got no business being out on the water in the first place. Trouble is, nobody's actually taken it yet. I need a guinea pig.
And that would be me?
I
If
see.
you pass the quiz, the GPS is yours. You'll need that container for the last question.
See you around.
Yo ho ho.
All right, so this Holt quiz, I feel like I know every answer to it by memory.
I know, I do
But
too.
I feel like we should go find them legitimately for this playthrough.
So, something I wish they capitalized a little more on is interactions in the same conversation between the two, Jenna and Holt, because they can definitely overhear each other's conversations.
Yeah.
And I really like that when we say, hey, have you heard about a Holt Scotto? He budges in.
Just, oh, what do you want?
But I wish that they would, like, start bickering between each other or something funny like that.
That'd be good.
What can I get for you, Nancy?
Since we haven't met, there's only one way you could know my name.
On the day my Aunt Iris turned this place over to me, she said, Jenna, you're about to become a real good listener. And darned if she wasn't right.
Yeah, makes sense.
So you own this cafe?
Aunt Iris left it to me 3 years ago. It's been in the Devlin family since the day it was built, which was back in like 1866 or something. So, you're visiting Katie Firestone. My condolences.
Your condolences?
Dang, everybody hates Katie.
Yeah.
Condolences?
Me and her don't see eye to eye on a couple of things.
What kind of things?
That orca out there should be rejoined with her pod as soon as possible. Period. End of story. No matter what Miss Fancy Schmancy science degree says. Other people may be bamboozled by all her talk of data charts and field tests and monitoring whatnots, but not me. The only thing she wants is to get that whale into an aquarium. It wouldn't surprise me if Katie's been secretly feeding it, which is against the law, by the way. And you know what else? It wouldn't surprise me if she trashed her own
Well, she has a lot to
because
say.
She knew that after that meeting last night, everybody would assume that Holt did it and not want to vote for him. I got an idea.
What?
They wouldn't want to vote for Holt?
What? Well,
Unheard of.
I think we have to break the news to Katie that we're voting for Holt.
Yeah, I think that Katie has no friends on our boat.
And that is a cool conspiracy theory, though.
Yeah, I just gotta say real quick, if you think you're hearing purring, do not be mistaken. A friend of the channel, Mr. Fluffers, is back now, our loud orange tabby cat. He has made a habit of hopping up on my lap and being very loud whenever we sit down to play a game.
Excuse the third detective in the room.
Exactly.
What do you know about the Shanghaiing that used to go on around here?
It never went on, that's what I know.
Ooh.
Shoving grown men into passageways and carting them off to ships never to be seen again? It's just a big, colorful, tall tale. Never happened.
Care to comment, Holt Scotto, who's right next to us? No?
No,
Fun
nothing?
talking to you.
Ain't that the truth?
All right. Well, that's a good conversation. Wow, this... He's walking all over me.
What do we got here? Atlantic herring?
Fish you don't see around here very often.
Hey, Jenna, it was good to visit you last month. Boy, do I miss that clam chowder. Oh, and you too. Love, Kim. P.S. Can you send me the recipe?
Send me the recipe. Oh, you wish it was that. You know what? Jenna's clam chowder really is the Krabby Patties of this town. What if we found the recipe in that bottle?
That would be pretty
Maybe it
fun.
is the recipe coded.